Yo, good morning everyone. So we are going to be playing OMSI 2 and today's goal is to test out the Lynx Bus Omnidecker DLC from Master Switch Studios and pretty much find out, what how this truck goes. Not truck, bus, how easy it is and so forth. But first, let's see here. We got the Lynx Bus Omnidecker Demonstrator Blue, Demonstrator Gray, Setvar Test. I think we're good. We're going to use Grundorf because Grundorf has been my test location as of late. So the Lynx Bus Omnidecker DLC is a recreation of the East Lynx Omnidecker, a bus model common in the 2000s built by East Lynx coach builders and subsequent owners for Scania double-decker bus chassis in the UK. This pack aims to recreate most of the common variants built between 2002 and 2011. This pack recreates buses with meticulous detail in operation and many features. Whilst the pack doesn't have as many individual bus variants, each variant can be heavily customized using setvars to suit your liking. Version 1.02 includes Scania N94 UD Euro 3, single door 10.6, single door 10.6 urban spec, single door 12.0 meters, single door 12.0 meters urban spec, and dual door regional spec 10.6 meters. Okay, that's good to know. So let's go ahead and take a look at this bus right here. Look at pretty cool big bus right there. Got the Omnidecker right there. Let's bring this in a little bit so we can get a photo. First things first, F1. And let's see here if there's any special things here. So you must hit E 3 times for this one. And then, of course, M. Engine will turn off with the bus electric. If you need the bus electrics when the engine is off, press E to turn them on again. Quick starting the bus can be achieved by pressing E 3 times. There we go. L, we got the lights on right there. From this point, reverse R and neutral D drive. That's pretty much easy. We got hazard lights B, full beam F as always, fog lights control. Oh, that's fog lights. Let's see, control F. Let's go ahead and hit F3. Nice. Of course, I want to hit 8 to get some lighting on the bus itself. There we go. Do another F12 right there. I'm going to capture that. 12. Wipers W, intermittent wipers, and the rest is explanatory. I think this one should be a little easier. We're going to go back to F1. Parking brake, period. Okay. Let's make sure that, yep, steering wheel is on. ID ticketer 9173. Please scan latest printed codes. Okay. Always scan 3922. Okay, now let's select. We're going to use a 76 and a 1. First up will be
Krankenhaus.
And as we can see here, let's make sure our site is good. We are doing, let's look up again, cancel. Let's look at our thing right here. Where's that paper? Does it have a paper? No, we don't. What about this thing here? Was it 76.2, I believe? Let's do that. No. 2. Okay. Let's see if it comes up. William Checkbuck. Okay. Check. Our card and okay, where's that here? I don't see anything. Anyway, let's go ahead and there's usually, oh wait, this is a, oh cool, this is a left-handed entry. Makes things a little easier. Good. Good. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and try to drive this. Make sure. Door opens. Nice. You got the quick start right there. Okay, good. F3. We're going to have to F3 it to make sure the doors are opening. The question is, why didn't the rear doors open? We're going to do F1. F3. Oh, interesting. It did not open. Let's see if we get a good idea. Left side, N. Okay, we got our ventilation. Upper deck lights, cab lights, battery master switch, EF retarder switch, F. Interesting that L is the handbrake here. Okay. Let's do E. And I think that's because you need to possibly, no, lights is bad. Why would it say? Okay, handbrake, the rear doors will not open without the handbrake on. Good to know. Let's make sure. sometimes there's some buses where you have to look at the brakes. What is this? There you go. Add route. Stick around. Let's make sure doors are closed. There we go. And key. So we need to figure out why we do not hear the stop anymore. Things off. Brakes should be... Handbrake should be completely off. Where is the... Yeah. Handbrake is completely off. I don't think we need to do a gear selector on this one. I mean, we do. I mean, the N, and I mean the regular stuff that you usually do. You know what? There's something I didn't do yet. Let's check everything out here. I don't think there's anything else I need to look for. Oh, they do have one of these. Keep that like that. It's good to know. Let's do, let's make a virtual thing here. Of course, these things are going to go by itself. We're just seeing if the CPU, where it's going. CPU does its own thing. Ticket machine, cash tray, all that goes. Get some such shots of the actual bus here. One. So some of them have different ICUs. Interesting. Destination controllers, that is. Let's see the destination controller that the computer's using in here. So this one is now going in space because it's not supposed to do that. Okay. Let me have control of this. I'm just gonna do a free ride here. Not so bad. And we're gonna jump and stop. Let's see what's here. This is not my bus route, but I'm just kind of curious to see what happens. Wait, this is forgot we are a left-sided vehicle. Here you really can't go any further for this part. Thank you for letting me know. Of course, this is going to lead to nothing because usually when you go past something like this, there is no map. I think it's just going to crash. So, again, we're doing this for test. Sometimes the best thing to do. Okay, so we are here. Let's stop. Let's go ahead and turn off everything. And there's a few things we're gonna have to take a look at. So far, thoughts. I think this is pretty cool. How you have the this old ticketer. Let's do E again. Turn it on 3 times. One, two, three. Let's do the cab lights. 6, 7, 8. We want to see the ashtray. There he goes. I see. So what is it asking? Check ashtray for card and totals. Aha. Yeah, you kind of need that in there, right? You want to keep the thing like that. I think it's like in cash tray mode or something. I'm not sure. Let's go hit escape. Yeah, kind of trying to figure this out because the mouse pointer changed. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. M to turn things off. Let's make sure. This is an interesting thing with starting. It says do it 3 times. Let's just shut it off completely. The question is, how is this card utilized? That's what I want to know. Okay, we know. And then of course the brake. Let's do F3. Let's make sure, because they said that the rear door doesn't shut down unless this is down. Okay, let's just do. Oh, does it matter? We need to put this in as 10. That is so cool. You can hear the ambience of the music in the background. But let's do F3 to F1. And now let's try the back door here. I think I hear it. There we go. Cool. But still, I don't know how this card's going to be utilized if it's not, the mouse is not. Usually we get the pointer, right? The pointer's kind of gone. Granted, it's just from probably me from messing around here. See, now I got the thing working. Up. There we go. Sure all the doors are closed. Yeah, I think it's just very interesting how you have the triple E's for this one. This one is rather interesting. Again, the mouse pointer is not working right now, so I don't know why. Stop. I think it should be off. There we go. It's on. Period. Yeah, I do not know why suddenly the mouse pointer is not working. But it's good to think that they have it here. 2, 1. Hold first gear. That works. That's good. See the gas pedal going. I think it's definitely. See here, we get the whole two together. This definitely needs to be keyboard mode. There we go. Brake. See, we got it going. Again, we're gonna look here. I don't know why this thing has stopped, but we're just gonna go ahead and space bar. We're just gonna drive as usual. Again, we're just doing a test right now. Nothing more. Let's go straight to these trees. See if it takes us anywhere. So far, steering has been pretty good with this, been pretty smooth. like hearing that that ambiance. It's pretty cool. Nice, yeah. Yeah, somehow the mouse function is not working, so I have to use keyboard functions. It's okay. That's why you gotta familiarize yourself with the keyboard commands. Let's go ahead and so this one requires you holding down the brake in order to start moving. It's good to know. Looking through. We're not picking up any passengers right now. This is just testing out the actual vehicle itself. Go ahead now. We're going to do a new paint. Let's wait till everything comes up. You got to do. This is going to be the interesting thing right here, and this is more about the map, not the vehicle itself, is to make sure it works on the actual map. So when we start picking people up, I'm actually curious to see how the IBIS works when we are picking customers up. So this is going to be the big one. We're going to make sure we do House. I hope it works, because last time, sometimes the map gets all messed up. You get a sky or the moon or stars or something, and I just do not want to see that. So let's see what happens. But so far, yeah, this bus is pretty cool. Smooth to drive, double decker, but it pretty much it's smooth and easier to drive like a like a standard bus, that is. Um, the only thing that I think that it makes it different is the fact that you have to do E 3 times. But Master Switch did a really good job, very good job on this one. So let's go ahead and place the bus right now. And sure it's not hiding anywhere. So sometimes you have to, if you have multiple monitors, you definitely want to check to make sure that there's no like a hidden table or screen there. This one, we're going to wait. Sometimes things take a while. Let's see if it's hiding somewhere. Yep. We did the blue, right? So let's go ahead and extend it to a 12 urban spec. You definitely want to check out the various liveries and different styles of vehicles that this thing has to offer. So far, we've seen this one, demonstrator blue, but now we're going to check out the Omnidecker with the 12. See if it controls a little bit differently or not. Have to be very thorough in these tests because I know a lot of you want to make sure if it's worth getting. Let's see here. This is gray. Setvar test. White. White is too blasé for me, so we're going to do demonstrator gray. That'll do. Yep, we want to use Krankenhaus. Same one I chose before. As long as it, the maps show we're good. If it doesn't, that's not good. The Scania 4 Series range of buses was introduced in 1997 and was the successor to the 3 Series. In the UK, the N94 series was most popular with both single-decker and double-decker versions made for the UK market, which we are familiar with that. It was initially bodied by East Lancs. Yep. Okay, as you can see, everything's all messy right now, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and make sure that this one fixes itself. Yeah, sometimes you have these map issues right here. It's a shame that this happens, but it does happen. In fact, let's see if CPU is able to fix it. Nope. Yeah, it's not the bus itself, it's the map. So yes on this. Yeah, the fact that you're not even seeing the bus is not a good thing. Yes. Or actually, we should be erasing the bus. Or even placing it, actually. Let's see if this one can still be salvaged or fixed. This is where OMSI 2 can get very... You have to be patient with this game. Everything takes a little longer. And you have to be willing to be patient about that. Everything is all jacked right now. Wait a minute. Keep on forgetting. Extra windows. We do not want the setvar. In fact, if we have to do white, then we'll do white. I prefer the demonstrator gray though. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Use that. There we go. Finally, it was fixed. This version's not too bad, right? Gray. By the way, no, I'm not going to edit this video because you guys have to see things real time of how things work. Now we're going to set this up for 76-1 Krankenhaus. So we are now going to go to the cockpit. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Leave your finger on the E. L. 6, 7, 8. Let's see here. Then move to 3. See if we have the lighting on. Yes, we do. The lighting is on. I think we are good to go. F1. Oh, we gotta go get this card in there. The question is, how are we gonna use the card? We just place it on top of there. Let's see here. There we go. The only thing, because I mean you press it and then it gets up. Accept. There we go. And of course I turned off the ticketing, so we're not going to worry too much about that. 76. Started. And G. And we have to make sure, stop here, let's make sure that close. Okay, we can see that on the window, thank goodness. There is one thing that well, we kind of have to look at the top right here. Wood speeds. That's where they want us to go next. So you kind of have to look. Well, actually, it's good to have right here. Right here. reversed here. Depart. 1459. Everything's in reverse. Okay, so we know we need to go to. We know that these a lot of the bus things are on the left side, so we're gonna have to. So we're gonna have to go through here in order to get to the seats. Hopefully. You know, usually when you use a right passenger bus, but since we're using a left, let's see if it works. That's not going to work on this map because I think it's everyone is on the should have signaled when I went in. Did you see it? I didn't see anything. Oh, there it is. See, make sure reverse works. Reverse is working. We're going to be on the wrong side of traffic, of course. Yeah, this is not the kind of place, if there's no left-hand passenger, it's not going to work. We're just going to let it go by itself. Best of the 80s right here. Like you're in the wrong side of the road, dude. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Yeah, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. This is the wrong side of the freeway. So if anything, chose the wrong map. But if you could see the vehicles I did add, the AI vehicles, you could see the van truck, and you could probably see a few luxury cars that I set. Yeah, we're not going to be able to pick up anyone on this map. As you can see, the traffic is going on the right side. We're going to go straight this way. This is the secret path. Go more straight. And it's the secret path to heaven. Oh shit. Yeah, this thing is not going to work on this map. So why not try another map? Sure, let's do that. Do that super quick. We'll just choose. may not work. Yeah, it's not compatible. Well, Omni Navigation's not compatible. Yeah, it's not gonna work right now. But it's okay. It is okay. We were able to do some testing right now to see how the bus works, and for the most part, we know that the bus works quite well. Very easy to use. Different in the fact that you do triple E, but for the most part, it's really cool to control. Definitely one you want to pick up on sale. You might want to check online to see if there are any available liveries to get. Setvar, we didn't get a chance to look at that, but let me see if we can see if there's okay repainting. Okay, they're saying that PSD plugins, yeah, you could make your own textures. Interior setvars. And then there are exterior setvars. So you definitely want to do that. Hold on here. Let's we haven't really explored that part of it yet. So let's do a new game. We're gonna go back to the the Grundorf map because it's easy to get things situated. We're just gonna do for setvar. That's our main goal for that. Just get the setvar set and nothing else. We're just gonna do Barnhof. So the first thing we're going to do, where is it located, the setvars? CTI for repair like body and cab moldings. So let's do that. Let me look in the directory of OMSI. We're going to go Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, OMSI 2. And they want us to go on the folder of body, and we'll do that for vehicles. And vehicles, we're going to go to MS. We're going to do MS Omnidecker. And let's see here. We want to go to body and cab moldings. CTC textures. Okay, textures. We'll go through all this. Repaints. Let's see. Okay, there's a setvar test right here. I'll show you guys once I bring it up. There we go. set bar is right here. Let's close this. Okay. So right now, Viz as board, provincial style. Let's set for provincial style right now. That's the add board. Let's go ahead and change this to 1. And then right now it's set for Mobitec. Hanover is the default. That's the destination type. 1. Mobitec, okay. Display size front, super wide front or standard. Let's you know what? Before I do this, let's make a copy of this one. Actually, what I'm going to do right here, yeah, let's make a copy of this. I don't want to, nope. Wrong one, darn it. Now we're going to go back, Steam Apps, Common, OMSI 2, Vehicles, and MS. Sorry, you guys, you're going to hear me while I work on this real quick because there's, for modifications, you're going to have to go through certain things here just to get to it. MS Omnidecker, there we go. Textures, textures and set bar. Okay, we are now in this. Let's make sure we are in the right one. Script. Repaints. Sorry everyone, this is gonna take a little bit more. Set bar, here we go. Okay, so we did that. We set that up for the Viz display size. We want the rear add board. Yes, we want it on. Everything's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. For the nut indicators, 3. That's what we wanted. No, we don't want solid. We want glass. Everything is set the way I want. Orange displays. So you know, okay, visit random adverts. Let's see here. It's already set. So really, it seems like there's not as much changes to make on the set bars. I mean, you could make changes. There's a few for customization, but the other ones are more like strap hangers. Do you want the announcements, the displays? I think these are all. No, you know what? Let's. That's something we do want. Let's see here. As long as we use this one. Let's look for the interiors. Invisible. Strap hangers, yes. Indicator beep, yes. Next stop info, 1, yes. Seat type, 4. Okay, this is the interesting thing. You could go Fainsa Comic, Fainsa Punt, Zanini Practico, or Rowan Telmac. And this one's going for 4. And then you could go for a wafer or a Omix A90. So I think the text, the ticket machine type and the seat types are the ones that you probably want to mess around with. But this one, we're going to go ahead and choose the, let's see, which one are we modifying? We are modifying the N94 106 URB. Yeah. Yep, we're doing the URB. And we are doing a setvar test. We'll just do this. I made a few changes, not a whole lot, because everything that I did want to change, it was already done. It's really interesting because there's some certain parts that says default, but it wasn't set to default. It was set to the other one, which I was going to choose. But it's okay. It's all good. So the set bars are really important for those who like to change their seats, especially the seat, the way things look. They don't like the old style of seating. Okay, this one's going to be a basic all white. So there's one where you have a choice of the windows, and if you rather have solid or full windows, and then you have the adverts. This one, as you can see, is just so basic. But this is where customization, where you can use your own Photoshop to create your own repaints. That's one thing I actually would like to see in the marketplace, are actually um, someone that makes repaint packs, similar to how Microsoft Flight Simulator has people who sell livery, like a set. I think this would be good to have sets. It would be good for third parties to to sell stuff like that. But the problem is I think that because you're trying to capture something from an era, you might have to you might have to create things on your own separately. Look at these lugs. Okay, but for the most part, yeah, the set bar, it's kind of blasé. There's really nothing, but that's where it's up to you as a creator to want um, to experiment and build upon that. We're gonna check something out here. So we have the 106, the 120s, which we did experiment with. Oh, you know what? I think I was messing around with the... No, I was messing around with the 120. Let's go back to the interior set bars, 4 and 2. Yeah, you could change the seat. You could change things however you want it. But you get the N9, you get the 2-door and urban spec. What's the difference? Let's see. It's usually the front, but we'll check it out. So this is demonstrator blue. So far, I mean, it would have been cool to add red, but I mean, it is what it is, right? So let's say that you were going through the textures, and then, I'll show you guys what I'm looking at right now. So this is the Omnidecker right here. You're going to go through textures file right here, and then you can see the repaints right here, and then you could see the setvar test right here if you want to modify that. You're not going to see so much from there, but yeah, it is what it is. This one is modifiable. I think I'm not sure if it was just blue and gray for the time. There are different types of. Yeah, we're just gonna go with the blue. Let's go look at the seats real quick. Yeah, I kind of do prefer the just the something with a little bit more design. I know there's if people want to create their own thing, that's great. But yeah, it just depends on the individual, I suppose. It's very subjective, especially if you like to keep things simple. So as you can see right here, let's go ahead and turn on the lights with 6 and 7. Oh, it doesn't help if it... Now 6 and 7. 8, 9. Let's see the lug. See, as you can see, it's a lot different on this one in terms of how the lugs are. You can see the seats has that little floral pattern. So if you don't like that, you can definitely change things. If anything, I think I'm good. I think I'm good with the way things look like. I mean, you do have customization options. And other than that, let's see here. Version 1.02, they added urban spec variants, added a large wheelchair bay and more standee spots, removed some seats from the lower deck so they can make the wheelchair spots bigger. Let's see here. You can see the things right here with a little hand holding. Understand. They fixed broken and added missing CTC textures. Fixed erroneous floating end cap. Fixed floating ticket using people shortcut. Fixed rear doors. But overall, I have no complaints. But you just have to remember that this one is good for left-sided buses. Because again, the doors are on the left side. You know, majority of the things you'll do are on the right. This one is really critical because you only have to worry about the one door. But yeah, for those who are looking for a left-sided, you know, with the bus where the doors are on the left side, the Omnidecker is pretty cool. Master Switch did a pretty good job here. I mean, everything is just easy to use, looks good. Again, I wish there were a little bit more colors, but they were, you know, if blue and white was the actual colors that were primarily used, then I definitely understand. But yeah, no complaints. This one is really well done. Um, let's see here. Let's get that signboard. Let's see if we'll change it real. There we go. That is so cool. That is so cool. Let me get a few photos there. Yeah, it changed on the side as well. I like that. Really cool. Okay. Yeah, I think the blue one, for me, is the best. Unless you want white or gray. But this is an easy bus, simple. So it's great for, newbies. Okay, everyone, you take care. And I'll see you later. Wink, wink, and